You're listening to the Hot Topics podcast with Psycho 4081, the lovely Lady Lamb Chop, and the fabulous Felonious Feather. Let's get into it. Welcome everybody to another episode of Hot Topics podcast.
Why don't you sound excited? Is the intro letting you down?
It is. You know what? The first one is because if you notice, there's a reverb in there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
This one doesn't, and I can actually hear my voice.
It's
I don't like my voice.
It's good. Well, maybe if you put some music in the back.
Oh yeah.
You think that might help?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
I'm like,
No, that is not how you sound. Trust me, that's not how you sound. I like it.
Well, Felonious Feather is not here today.
Yes.
And I told you last time she was bailed out because she was
it.
stealing at the dollar store.
Yeah, I heard that. What is wrong with you?
But today, I want to let you know that she does not. She's not in jail. She didn't, get caught stealing.
She didn't do any of those things.
She didn't do anything.
She did.
So she just had some other duties down at the homeless shelter where she resides.
It is Easter week, and today is Palm Sunday. I'm going to take up for her.
And she's in line.
And You are not funny.
Well, and we going to welcome you back.
Yeah, I missed you guys. I really did. Actually, this is a relaxing part of my day, and I wish I could have been here.
So how did the butt lift go?
You know what?
Hey,
Family,
y'all.
I don't need a butt lift. Trust and believe.
She got a butt lift.
It is enough ass in my DNA that I don't need a lift.
And it was warm outside, so when people get those surgeries, they like to go out there and show it. I saw you.
Mm-hmm.
I saw you.
Mm-hmm.
Down there by the liquor store.
You know what? I can't with you. What liquor store? I'm gonna stop talking to you. I was like, wait a minute, I ain't been in no liquor store.
The liquor store, the one that's owned by the Korean people.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. Just stop it. You gonna stop talking to me. So, I don't know if they know or not. I've had very sick family.
Okay.
And my dad and my sister were hospitalized at the same time.
Yeah, we didn't put all your business out.
It's okay. It's okay. So yeah,
Except for the butt lift. But.
Yeah, you put that part out. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, so I'm trying to get back to a normal routine. I'm trying to do a little self-care, so that's why I'm here today.
Self-care is very important.
Self-care is very important, and I took yesterday off because I was just plain tired. I was just plain tired. So yeah, and they were on opposite sides of town, so it's an hour to get to her.
Oh,
yeah, he was at Sinai and she was at Bayview, and they are on opposite sides of town. So,
and you're the only child.
I'm the only person that either one of them has.
Oh wow.
Yes, she's not married. She doesn't have any children, and he lost his wife, not my mother. Right. A while ago.
Any single guys out there?
Why?
You said she's single.
Why are you special?
You said she's single. Hey, every can she cook?
No.
Can she clean?
Yes.
Okay, guys, fellas.
I'm not sure how much she's cleaning now, though.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So, but I won't put all of her business out there. But she always managed to have men that cook.
Really?
Like, she not starving. They ain't starving, but yeah.
Demetrix cook.
I hate you so much right now.
With today's Sunday, yeah, or Monday. I'll tell you about something significant about Monday. So you have an ethical dilemma, sorta.
Yeah. So I started having this conversation with my aunt, who's almost 80, by the way.
Okay.
And she's freaking hilarious. Let me just put that out there. She is freaking hilarious. So she was telling me the story about this couple who he didn't want any kids. They were having sex, but he had always prepared to not have, he always wore protection. He always had a condom, the whole nine. He takes the condom off after their last episode, drops it in the toilet, and goes to the bathroom. No, drops it in the trash can in her room and goes in the bathroom. She takes the condom, takes the essence out, do the whole turkey baster thing, and bam, she's pregnant.
That's his fault.
Well, clear.
Because you're supposed to put it on her back.
We are not Superman and any hoes right now, okay?
All right, so that's what she did. Okay.
You get on my nerves. I don't miss this part.
Or the curtains.
I don't miss this part. I don't. So he's angry, absolutely, as he should be, and goes to court. Judge makes him pay child support. But tells him that he can sue her and get some of the money back.
Some of the money back. Okay.
So I'm kind of freaking out, and I got like 10,000 ethical and moral questions because none of which she could answer because it was just a story that she heard. But I'm just like, my opinion, I know women are going to jump on me, but you wrong. You don't need to ask that man for a dime.
Right.
You took away his choice, basically.
I agree.
Fully. He clearly told you he didn't want any kids. He clearly did everything that he was supposed to do to prepare to not have children. And then you decided, I want a baby by this particular man. And yeah, I was just flabbergasted at the trickery, the foolishness and the nonsense of it all. And you brought a child into this world who this man now has to support,
right,
love. I mean, I'm not saying that he didn't love him. I'm not saying that he didn't
see.
Yeah.
And always have it in the back of your head
that this is not how I wanted to bring a child into this world. Wow. And I'm wondering did he say, hey, I don't want to get married. And she figured that was a way to
trap him.
I'm guessing. I don't know that that's what happened, but why would you do that? That was my question the entire time. Like, why would you do that? Why would you set this child up and to wonder? It's one thing if the dad walks away. It's not anything you could do about that, and you decide to take it on yourself. But don't hunt him down if he says, I don't want children. Yeah, it was just a messy.
Then she actually, because to get child support, you got to go out of your way to apply and say this person.
Yeah.
So she got some nerve.
I agree. 100%. I agree.
So, fellas, obviously, it lasts longer than you think if she retrieved it out of the condom in the trash can.
Yeah.
Even if it was, I guess it would have been, relatively fast.
Right. It had to be. If he took it off and dropped it and got up and went to the bathroom, it had to be, she had to be really, really fast with that, which meant she planned that.
Yes. Yes.
So that was the other thing. You planned this. This was not spontaneous. The condom didn't break, because that's always a possibility, right? The condom could break. The condom didn't break. You had been planning this.
Did that come out in court?
I don't know.
That would be something to think about.
I don't know, because she did say it was an old story, but I don't even know how we got there. But I was just like, what? Wait, what?
So what if she went into court and said there was a hole in the condom?
I guess it's
that changes it a little bit? Yeah. Because now it's not like
she purposefully.
Right. Or I'm trying to think, who would go into court and say, I took it out of the...
She did admit it.
Oh, she did
admit it.
Oh.
She did admit it. And that's why the judge said you can sue her.
Okay.
She did admit it. Yeah.
Wow.
So you knew what you were doing the entire time. Yeah, I was over it. I was just like, no. And this is why men say we are the way that we are. This is a prime example that, men say, women ain't this, and they manipulative. And
if you was him, how would you handle the situation as far as, all right, the child is here, or she took you to child support, I got my money back. How would you now? Because now you actually have a child,
right?
So your own flesh and blood, your son or daughter, wherever it was, walking around here,
right?
So how would you handle it? How could you handle it?
First, I think you have to get over your anger, and you can't take that out on the kid.
Yeah, I don't think they'll ever. Every time that he probably sees the child
or sees her,
yeah, it'll pop back up.
Yeah. Yeah, so first you got to let that go. And I'm pretty good at letting things go and moving on to the next. But that's a hard forever pill to swallow. That is a forever pill to swallow. Like, you know, and now my life has changed. I have to participate.
Right.
For me, I would have to participate in the child's life.
Right.
And like I had all these questions. Like,
But
well, what kind of work does he do? Like, is he even available?
You're talking about the father.
The father.
Okay.
Like, is he even about? He may be a traveling person. Like, is he? All of these things that popped in my head. Like, well, shit. Now I got a kid that I hadn't prepared for. I mean, and it happens all the time.
Right.
It really, really does. It happens all the time. You know.
So the ethical dilemma, one of them, is with her. How she did it. That's one part. What she did. The second dilemma was you took him to child support.
Right.
That's 2. 3 is what are you going to tell your child?
Right.
Would you tell your child that? And then, or would you tell the child, because you don't want that blame to be on her while he or she doesn't have a father.
Right.
Right. Well, he did this. He rolled out on. We had, so I'm pretty sure there's some lies in there. And then with him, I know he's not at fault for anything, but you still have a child.
Right.
Do you be a part of the child's life? Do you take responsibility for something that you were forced into?
Whew.
So,
yeah, I had all those questions. And I was like, "Ooh, you is raggedy." I was like, "That is some hot, shady mess."
I think if it was me, I think I would embrace the child. If it was me. Now, if it was one of those situations where me and the woman, we had relations and we had protection because I didn't want nobody to know.
Oh my God. You can bring some scandal on top of the scandal.
I was like, hey, nobody was supposed to know. Now, it could be also this. Let's throw some things in it too. Because it happens. Men and women get together and, like the guy would be embarrassed that, if somebody found out that he was messing with her or vice versa or whatever. So that's a factor too. I'm like, do I want people to know that me and this person was even
together
in that space?
Yeah.
And then we got some, a kid walking around that looked just like her and him.
Right.
Me and her.
Oh, it probably looks exactly like him. My guess is it probably looks exactly like him.
Whew.
Yeah. I mean, and you can't throw the kid away. It's not his fault, his or her fault. You can't throw the kid away. You have to love the child. But like I said, in the back of your mind, every time you see her, I just,
what goes on in a woman's mind that you had to do this with? So he had to be like super catch. He I don't know how. All right, if you select a mate, and do you look at physical attributes? Do you look at what the genes may tell you?
I'm sure. I'm sure.
You think about stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm sure. I remember thinking I definitely wanted somebody that was taller because I'm from a family full of midgets. I wanted my kids to have a fighting chance,
Well, all right. So
I'm sure all of those things played in her mind.
Oh, he's smart. He looks good. He got that type of hair. He did.
Which we know DNA doesn't work like that. Right. Whatever comes out comes out. Wow. So you're not gonna necessarily get the light eyes or the hair that you think your child is gonna have. It might happen, but it may skip a generation and look like grandpa.
That's great. All right. So what if is the opposite?
Amen.
All right. Now I can visualize this in my head. All right. I have the opportunity to have relations with somebody that I want.
Okay.
It might even be like one of, what do you call it? The sympathy sex.
Oh my God.
Right. Or I've heard it from women. I'm gonna teach him a lesson, that type of deal. So they're gonna give things happen, right?
Right.
So knowing that I want a connection with this person, I'm gonna use a condom, but I poke holes in it.
Oh my God, that's horrible too. That is horrible too.
Right. And she's pregnant and she doesn't believe in, abortion and all that other type of stuff. Then what?
So you win then.
I win.
In that scenario. But what if she decides, I don't want this kid, I don't have to have this child, then what happens?
You gotta try again.
Oh, Jesus. I can't.
I mean, it's easier.
We need to have some callers. Somebody need to come save me. Felonious not here. I need some help.
But I mean, I guess it's easier for the woman to do what she did than the guy. right?
No.
Easier to
No.
poke holes in a condom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but she can take care of it though, without any input from the man.
What do you mean? Say that again.
So,
Say,
all right,
I'm confused
let's
where
say,
you are.
me and woman X, we have relations, and I really want to keep this girl. I want to trap her, like women be doing men. I want to trap her. So I go in and I poke holes in all the condoms, or she does it too. You know,
You're right,
she can poke. All right, and then she gets pregnant, whatever, and then she says, "Well, I'm just gonna get rid of it."
Right.
A man has no choice, no decision in it.
That's true.
You know, so it is a little bit different that way. But if she does it, that's not even fair. I just thought about that. If she does it, the guy who didn't want to have a child, who went out of their way by using protection to not have a child, and she did that, I think in those cases, the man should have a say of what goes on in her body.
Well, clearly she didn't care what went on with his emission.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he could say, "I don't want you to have this baby."
He could say
He
it,
could say it, but that doesn't necessarily mean she's going to do it. And clearly, she didn't do it.
but then that makes him he victim twice because
Yes.
she did it, and then secondly, he wants to do certain thing, and then it's like you have no record, you have nothing you could do about it.
True.
Now I have a child, and I said I don't want to bring a child in this world, or I'm not a responsible parent. I might be a great boyfriend, a great husband, whatever, but I'm not a responsible parent. Now I have to deal with that. Now I have to go over the consequences of the child is growing up through his young years, adolescence, teens, whatever, even young adults, and despising me.
Right.
Because
for something I didn't do.
Right. Like I'm the bad guy because
Right.
I didn't want to be in a child's life.
Right.
So,
or maybe he didn't want to pass on some genes that he has in his family.
Oh, good point.
So, like I was saying, like maybe there's some genes that he did not want to pass on to
Right.
his child. Alcoholism, drug use, those things follow your kid, or even medical.
Oh, here's a big thing too. I just thought about this when you mentioned that. Do you know if the person's sickle cell trait?
Right.
That matters. Now you have, like, say she was trait and he was trait. Now you got a chance
Sick child. Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes. Yeah. So it's a whole lot that
She's
goes
scandalous
on.
and
She
dumb.
is scandalous. I'm like, oh my God, you scandalous.
Wow.
Yeah, that was just all parts are wrong. I'm sorry. That
Yeah.
was just all parts are wrong. And even like if okay, y'all a couple, y'all get pregnant. She is just like, listen, we can't afford this baby. I can't have this baby. There are A, B, C, D things that I want to do with my life, and I can't have this baby. At least have that conversation.
Right.
At least have that conversation. You didn't even have that conversation. You just took it upon yourself to say, I'm going to have this baby, whether he wants to or not.
All right. So I'm gonna tell you about this movie.
Okay.
I think it was called Poison. I think it was with Drew Barrymore.
Okay.
So she had a neighbor. I don't know. The guy rented a place from her house. She was like a teenager.
Okay.
And the family rented the upstairs garage or something along those lines. And she, had a crush on him.
Okay.
He wouldn't have nothing to do with her, obviously, because he's a grown man, whatever. But he had a girlfriend, and the girlfriend would come over, and they would do what they, did. So what she did, she went in there and grabbed it from them.
Holy cow.
Same scenario, but she wasn't involved. They never had sex. It was, she was I don't know, she was like 14, 15 or whatever. And then she did that, and boom. And then when he rejected her, I think she told the authorities, I can't remember so much, but she told the authorities that
He raped her.
yes.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Any woman who accuses a man of rape puts women who are actually raped in even more danger.
Yep.
If that's just, we gotta stop that. We have to stop that.
And that's actually coming out now with Diddy, I don't know how many accusers he has maybe, but 80, 90.
Jeez.
He has a lot. He has a lot.
People sticking it in everybody.
But the last few, some of them got dismissed, and then one got dismissed because she or he, I can't remember. It was saying this person, LeBron James, Beyonce, Jay-Z, all these people were there, and she was in Gloria
Esteban.
Yeah, her house.
Okay.
Right.
It happened at her house.
Yes, at a party, whatever. And come to find out, everybody had receipts. She said, "No, that house there, I don't actually live in. I use it as I rent it." And then Jay-Z was in New York promoting something.
Wow.
And then so everybody had this thing like, whatever. So obviously she tried to grasp on that and get some money out of it. But it goes back to, even with him and his scandalous self, you have those people that come up there and say all these different things and make all these accusations. Now they're going to look at the whole lot of them. Right. So he goes into court and everybody's like putting doubt in it. Oh, okay. Maybe the first one because we saw it on video.
Right.
But now everybody's trying to cash in. Mm-hmm. And I guarantee you that happens.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it's some people in that group that he actually did something to. It is.
You're right.
But you cannot accuse someone of that action. Or these women who I know you on probation. I'll just call your probation officer when you don't do what she wants him to do.
Yeah. Oh, we had a conversation about that yesterday, right? So I'm not gonna put nobody's name out. This is the real thing. So speaking of how women, I'll say women can be a man's biggest downfall or weakness. Not saying that that's generally happens, but if a man can be taken down, a woman's the number one,
who
asset,
could do
right?
it.
Yeah. So it was some years ago, but it was like a picnic they had in one of the townhouse communities. There was a lot of people out there, everybody having fun, drinking, eating, having a good time. So the couple that lived there, they weren't married, but the couple that lived there got into it for some odd reason, and I don't know if he didn't do something right or whatever, but she got angry and she slapped him. Right? Like slapped, I say slap the black off you, she slapped him. But I think at that time the police were there, right? Because they probably got called in for the whatever. So she ended up getting locked up.
Okay, as she should.
Yeah, he didn't want her locked up. There's no guy, even if that happened, guys don't want their woman to be locked up and whatever.
Especially if that's the mother of their kids.
Right. So she gets locked up and she goes back to the police station and she's, sitting there on the bar and she's still mad at him. So what does she do? Yeah, he sells weed.
No.
And he keeps it in the freezer. It's wrapped up in such and such. And, so the police are like, oh, really? What else? Yeah, and the money's here. And, well, they can't go in there. Can we have permission to go into your home?
No.
So guess what happens?
Now he's arrested.
They go in there and they get the weed, they get whatever, and hold him in there. Yes. Yep. So that happens. So
now you have an assault charge and no money
right
coming in. And I'm not justifying his weed selling. I'm not doing that. But I'm just saying you gonna put him out, right. But now you losing.
And I'm hoping, I don't recall this, but I'm hoping they didn't have kids together because now you got both parents locked up.
Oh Jesus! And the kids could go to foster care if the grandmama ain't around to take them.
Yep.
Look at you being stupid.
Yep. But it's been many situations where the women get mad at the guy and the women start telling everything. I mean, everything. And as for a police officer, that's a gift.
I'm sure.
You always target a disgruntled wife or but yeah, women can really do some damage to a man's life.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to just say women. Both can. But
right,
since
right.
women
that's,
under
that's the topic today. Yeah, we are under the microscope. I just think it's horrible. I think it's horrible that you would accuse someone of rape and they didn't.
Right.
And like I said, it puts other women in danger.
Right.
Because you already set up in just a societal thing.
Right.
Thinking nobody's going to believe you.
You get victimized twice,
again
or
and
multiply,
again.
right?
Yeah, again and again.
And again, it does happen often where a woman will yell rape, and it's not that it's failure to pay, or she's mad about such and such, or
Right.
a lot of that happens. So the authorities or other people who are around always will have that skepticism in the back of their head.
Right.
Is she
Right.
really lying? Is this what really happened? Or maybe she's, and I've
It's
seen
revenge.
It, yeah, I've seen it where guys didn't like certain things with women. They was at a hotel and they end up leaving the girl there because she was verbally abusive or whatever. But they all came together, and guess what happens? They roll out, leave them stranded. So what does she do? She calls the police and says the key word.
Right.
He got a gun.
Oh my God. See, you could get somebody shot that way.
Yeah.
You could get someone killed that way. I'm sorry. Like, don't do that.
Yep. It happened. I know it happened because I was there.
So now he's armed and dangerous.
Yeah. And his friends. It was him and his friends. Black males, middle of the night.
Oh my God.
Coming from a hotel. Disturbance.
Oh my God. So
Yep.
what if he got shot and died? Now how do you look at yourself in the mirror?
I'm going to imagine if that happened that they would have indicted her. They probably wouldn't have locked her up. I'm not sure about how all that would have played out. But I think at some point somebody would have said, you know what, let's call a grand jury on this one.
Yeah.
And then, all because y'all had a 15-minute argument and somebody said this and somebody said this. They walked away.
Right. And he did what he should have done.
Right.
He did what he should have done.
So.
Oh my God. Yeah, I was just stuck. And I felt really, really, I'm not even sure what the words are that I felt, because I have sons and all I could think about, like, what if somebody does that to one of my children? Like, the whole thing is horrible.
And
the whole thing is horrible.
If that happened and the kid was there, and how would you look at? I mean, because you can't help that. You in the back of your head, you're like, this little motherfucker shouldn't even be here, And don't let him be bad. This little motherfucker, So that is something. And we're grown folks, and growing up, we might have been viewed by certain neighbors, family members as being bad or
fast.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's just a horrible situation.
It really is. And it's just like, how do you resolve that? Like, relationships are complicated enough.
Yeah.
And human beings are complicated enough. Like, why?
Even when it's ideal.
Right. Even when it's ideal. Absolutely. So it's just like, my whole thing was why.
All right, let me put you in a situation here.
Oh, yikes.
You're the judge.
I'm the judge.
Right. What you say goes.
Yeah.
That scenario goes in the court, the first one, the one you
right.
gave. What would you say if you had the leeway to do A to Z?
I probably would tell him to pay her $20 a month. That I can't do that. I can't do that because the child needs things.
Well, only reason you couldn't do that because if you ordered child support, there's a calculation.
Right.
So,
right. So you can't do this. So yeah, and now I'm stuck dealing with your bullshit.
So I guess if the child support thing came in, you would have to either say he pays it or he
doesn't pay it.
Right.
So if he doesn't pay it, now the child is going to maybe lacking some things.
Right.
That's not fair to the child, right? I mean, he deserves to have good food, good place to live, good school. Like, it's not his fault.
Well, you can put it on a mother and say, well, you
kid provide that. Yeah.
You get that second, third job.
And part of me felt like, oh, you're responsible for him 100%. Right. Like, you're responsible because you chose to do this. You're responsible 100% for that child.
So as a judge, what you tell them?
I would order support.
You would.
Fuck. Oh, and tell him to sue her like the other judge did. Like, and I would let her ass have it. I would let her ass have it because you is just shady.
So if I'm the judge, I'm throwing the case out. I'm not ordering no support.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Judges basically.
Yeah, I guess a judge could do whatever they want. Right? Yeah,
because it's like, and I don't want to trivialize rape, but it's kind of like she took something that didn't belong to her from him. Right.
Right.
And why should, out of the fairness, why should he be on the hook for anything that he did not want, or
Right.
he planned?
He did not plan.
and
Right.
they
He planned to
agreed,
not have. Right.
right? So it's kind of like he got swindled too.
Yeah, he did. Yes.
So I'm gonna say, you know what, you're not getting any child support from this guy, and on top of that, he still could sue her,
you. Right.
right?
Right.
And then, maybe she's gonna have to go to, get a second job, and I'll say that's what you need to do. Go to social service or something. But that's what I would do.
Yeah. I mean, it's not fair. He did all the things that he thought was right. Was right. Yeah.
Well, he could have done some other things,
Like not have sex with her. You know what? Felonious, I need you. I'm sorry I left you so many weeks alone. I'm sorry.
But now I guess guys out there, you got to think about it now. So it's kind of like it makes it scary for guys because, what?
Yeah.
Either the accusation of rape,
Right.
the unwanted child,
Right.
it could be a number of things. Oh my God! Even if it's I don't know about how the STI thing comes in, because they did wear a condom, but
Right.
can you get one if the thing has holes in it?
Well, here's the thing. Like, you took his semen, right? The condom protects you from some of those things.
Right.
So you took live semen that could have been infected.
Right.
And then now am I responsible for your sexually transmitted infection if you do that?
Nope. But what if she had one? No.
Well, if he's wearing a condom, then he's protected.
Well, if she poked the hole in the condom beforehand, is he still protected? I don't know how it works that way.
Well, sort of.
Can it get through that little tiny hole?
Right.
Imagine it could.
Right.
Sort of. Highly unlikely.
I don't know. You playing with fire when you do that.
So now we're gonna get to a point where you got to have a psychological eval before you get in anything. You got to do a background check. You got to do a whole medical exam, which you should do anyway, the medical exam thing. But you got to do all these things just to get to first, second base. Oh, that would be a good business. Provide those services.
It's people out there called the hospital that provide those services.
But hospital don't do the full Monty. Like, I don't know if you saw the joke they have on YouTube or Facebook, where it's the relationship State Farm, whatever. And he says,
no,
you got the hit and run package, so you can't ask him no questions or whatever, right? It's like, well, he should such. Nope, you can't ask him where he's been. You can't. None of that.
How many? You can't ask him any of that. That's hilarious.
So what if you had a business that had, you provided those 4 or 5 services? Say, hey, look, y'all come to us. They can go into a room. You get the psychological eval. You get the health screening. You get the background check.
Yeah.
You get the background check would count criminal stuff too.
Yeah.
And then you do some
credit check.
Exactly. That would be the ultimate, because you can, you don't know what you're getting into when you first meet somebody, and you send them through and be like, bam.
Yep.
All right, she passed. She got a 98.
Yeah.
All right, let's go into business. Any clients out there? We're gonna start this business, and we'll make sure.
What we gonna call it? I don't love them hoes. Sorry, well, I ain't calling nobody a hoe.
Let me tell you, and there's no guarantees. Because they can hide that stuff too. I always talk about that, like how people. When I was in the military, right? I had a secret clearance, a top secret clearance, and a NATO secret, which is for all of the NATO countries.
Oh, wow.
So, but they do the background investigation on that, obviously. But I was thinking, like, when you in the military, you're a new person coming in. They don't do psychological evals.
They should.
They don't. They don't do.
They really should.
They don't do background. They don't do none of that. So the reason I thought about that, we had that conversation, was because the gang members was going into the military, getting all these skills.
Oh, wow.
And then getting back out and teaching.
Right.
So,
right.
When I was in the military, they had people that was in the KKK.
I imagine.
Right?
Yeah.
And we saw January 6th where all these military people were. So they didn't get the psychological evaluation.
Right.
I know I didn't get one, and that could separate a lot of people.
Absolutely. You probably wouldn't have an army.
Yeah. But
You probably would have an army.
but I thought about that, and then all
Yeah.
right. So now you have the service, and you talking about relationships, and what other things you can add in there that's important. Or is that's good enough?
Well, we did a physical, right?
Physical.
Did a background check, including criminal and credit. What was the other one?
Psychological
Psychological.
and
There
you
you
said
go.
health,
Well, yeah, medical,
medical. Okay, yeah, 4. So yeah,
criminal,
you get the
credit,
big 4.
psychological, big 4. Yeah.
But
I guarantee you it'll be a lot of people that don't pass.
it's a shame that it has to come to this,
Right.
In 2025.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, I would be afraid to be out there if I was out there dating. Seriously. And I guess that you have to, at some point, have to let some of that go.
Right.
If you want to have a relationship with people.
Yeah.
Because if you go in like, I don't trust anybody, and
you
I
put
remember
yourself-
this, that, and the other happened to this person. So then what you gonna do?
Okay, scenario, since we talked about that part too. Man and woman been trying to have a child for a long time. Man goes in, I think it was the video, I think you might have seen that too. But he goes in, he came home early from work, he's cleaning up, he finds is it a plan B?
Oh,
Either a plan B or something
yikes.
to make sure that
She doesn't get pregnant. Okay.
Right. So how would that play out? How would a man is that worthy of breaking
Yeah, he
up?
packing up. He
Okay,
packing
yeah.
up.
And that's what he did on the,
Yeah,
in the
he
video.
packing up.
So I was seeing all these different scenarios where that one, and he put her out of the house. Now I don't know about the put her out of the house right now and stuff, because still I'm like, all right, well, go ahead and pack your stuff, blah blah blah. But he also had the guy who found out that the that the girl was pregnant, and he knew it wasn't his because he got a vasectomy.
Yeah.
And didn't tell her.
Yeah.
So
it's shade on both sides of
yeah,
that.
but she was trying to put it on him. You got a vasectomy. You didn't tell me. But how'd that baby come?
right.
What's more destructive to the relationship?
Right.
I know the baby's not mine. You didn't
Right.
tell me. That means you've been out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there was one where I think she was pregnant, and he found out it wasn't his. And they were twins,
Yikes.
and they were 12 years old. He found it, and so in that case, here's a scenario: who's right, who's wrong? Obviously, she's wrong because it wasn't. She put it on him, and it wasn't his.
Right.
But you've been these kids. You're their father. That's all they know. Since
Right.
the day they was born.
Right.
Right.
And the grandparents are involved. And
Exactly.
The whole family is involved.
So he said, I want my money back. Put my money back on the table. On the table, right? And she's like, they're all you know, or you're all they
know. Right.
And you've been an active father.
Right.
Right. So how do you do you
Withdraw from that.
Yeah. Do you think he should continue being that father figure in their life, or cut his losses and say, go ask your mother?
Ugh.
And why does she expect him
To continue.
Now that's the thing you can answer, because you're a woman. You're a woman, and you say the children are not yours. I tricked you into thinking they were yours.
Oh, she ain't gonna never say them words. She ain't gonna never say them words.
But it's obvious. And what would you expect? Would you reasonably expect to have the guy to stay in that position? Or you gonna say
No.
you're gonna cut him loose? You gonna say, well, go ahead and cut the losses?
It's on him at this point.
His choice.
It's his choice.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, it's his choice at this point. I will hope that he would just like not have any relationship with me at all, and be around for the kids. But that's again not his responsibility to do, and he is under no obligation to do that. But you love these kids at this point,
And then the kids are now a reminder.
right?
Every time they talk slick,
Yep.
every time you look at them and they don't look like you,
Yep.
you look like the other dude. I mean, that's very hard.
And it is hard. It is hard. And she can't expect him to stay around and do anything. She can. I don't even know how you would fix your mouth to say stay.
Well, the one thing I looked at it, and this is kind of like in a better light. As a single guy, you meet somebody and they already have kids, right? You're gonna
That's
accept
still
you're gonna
different.
accept the kids,
Absolutely.
right? The only difference is you didn't think that they were yours. You knew they wasn't
Right.
yours.
That's
and,
the difference. That's a
right.
big difference.
So as far as the kids go, you know, I think you can probably say no. Even with stepkids, if you break up with the parent, a lot of them break up with the whole family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Breaking up with the grandma, the cousins,
Right.
all that. Some
Yeah,
people do
my
that.
family the only family keep people.
Keep it.
Exes show up and they be like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? How's your wife?" Like they bring out the whole family with them. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. But
Wow.
they're my, you know, my oldest son I have got a divorce, and my oldest granddaughter was hers.
Oh.
That's still my granddaughter
Okay.
as far as I'm
So
concerned.
kept,
Yeah,
okay. And that's the good thing to do, I think.
we talk. I get her gifts for Christmas. Like this is still my granddaughter. Well, not anymore because she old now.
But I saw something like that. In that same scenario, and the guy, I think she was the kids. The kids was asking for. They were teenagers, I think, were asking for something for Christmas, and the guy found out that they weren't his. He was like, "I'm taking back the PlayStation 5.
No.
He said, I'm doing everything's going. I'm not your. Hey, he was like,
That's not the kid's fault.
it's not.
though.
It's not. But he's coming from a place of hurt.
Hurt. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
he is.
And that's another thing.
Yeah,
like
he
people,
is.
you not just that you can ruin people's lives, but you can end yours because people are not always going to be mentally stable to handle
Right.
that.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah, it's big. It is big, and God only knows that I've made enough mistakes. So I'm not saying that anybody is wrong or right. I am saying that girl was wrong. I'm saying that I'm sorry. She was just wrong. That was just wrong, and there's nothing in me that says that that's okay.
I'm like,
right?
oh, I'm so flattered. You
No,
you loved me that much that you would do that.
No,
Oh.
no.
I had a girl.
That's just wrong.
I had a girl in high school. I told you about that when I think that she stole my ID.
Yes, yes.
So I look at it this way. I say, okay, that's kind of flattering that you stole my ID.
Stalker.
And because you wanted to name your child after me.
Stalker. Stalk much.
Oh.
It's scary. It's scary out there. Like you could get a stalker.
Yeah.
You could get somebody that's
Not me. I do the stalking.
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel any better. That does not make me feel any better. So I don't know. I think just guys be careful. Women be careful. No, I don't know what else to say to that. But I was looking at my aunt like, this ain't real. This is like one of them YouTube things. And it was real because like she was saying, this happened all before the internet stuff. Like this is real. This is not,
I guarantee you, if they was to go back in time, not go back in time, but go back and start cataloging everybody's DNA. Can you imagine all the secrets that come out?
Yeah.
And they got to a point where you can be specific, like, because everybody's in this are things I'll be thinking about. Right?
Of course.
Everybody's in this huge database, and all you have to put your stuff in there, and they can tell you specifically, oh, your father's over there. Or that's not your. Just think about that.
Yeah.
Because I know my family got some secrets. All right,
Yeah.
I found that out.
All families do. All families do.
But
Yeah, some things you just need to leave alone.
Well,
But that ain't one of them.
I got DNA tests for both my kids, not because of that.
Okay.
Because
Please
I'm
be
into
clear.
I'm into the ancestry thing.
Oh,
So,
yes.
So I did that for my kids. I did it for myself. I did it for my mother and my father. I did it for my ex-wife.
Gotcha.
So I wanted to catalog everything I possibly could to pass down to my kids. I wanted them to know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of family stories aren't getting passed down. Like a lot of family stories. And they keep saying, share these recipes. You need to share some of these stories. Right. Like my son did a paper on his great-grandfather. Great-great-grandfather.
Okay.
He was 99 when he passed away. So it was a lot of stuff that he told him that I can hear him sometimes sharing with Kayla, but I hope Kayla shares it with her kids.
Yeah.
He worked for 10 cents a week and he had to give 6 cents of that to his father to help the family.
10 cents a week.
10 cents a week.
That might have been a lot back then.
Yeah.
But yeah. I like that. I like the fact that, at some point somebody may want to tell a story,
Right.
we don't want to
Right.
fill in stuff with how Roots did. So, but I do agree with that, and we all have a part to play.
Yeah.
And we make those ethical decisions that can build or destroy.
Right. And sometimes we make them with only the information we have available at the time.
Right. Well, so this is a real one. I saw this on the news. A guy is suing the hospital. I forgot what hospital, because he discovered. Now, he was chastised when he was
I
kid.
think
Remember?
you sent me that. Yeah.
He found out that he was switched at birth. And because he didn't look like the rest of the kids, he was chastised for that, and people made fun of him. Whatever. So he had this. I'm gonna say he had a horrible life, but it was definitely something that it could have been
always
better.
in the back of his mind. He thought something was wrong.
How would you feel about that?
Oof. That's my child. I'm sorry. That's my child. I raised him, and he's good and grown, and both the parents are gone. Both sets of parents are gone now, so he doesn't get any resolution to that. But if I was still alive, that would still be my child, because I didn't know that happened. She probably didn't know that he was switched. The mom didn't know. The parents didn't know.
Well, I got one for you too.
Okay.
This is based off of that cartoon, The Family Guy. It was so funny.
You and that daggone Family Guy. Why are you sending me that stuff?
And I don't think that they can't put that on TV.
It is on TV. Well,
sure.
some of that stuff is just like insane.
Yeah,
some of it is insane.
Modified that or something.
Some of it is just like, I can't even believe this is happening.
All right, so I don't know if you remember this one, but when the woman gave her child up for adoption when she was young.
Who, Lois?
No, not that one. This is something different. It was a black woman.
Okay.
And obviously some years later, she meets this guy. They get together. They, everything's fine. And I'm trying to think if they had kids or they was pregnant. I can't remember that part. But she finds out that was her son.
That she was having a relationship with?
That she gave away. She never knew where he went. None of that. And
okay, I'm not sure that's true. Don't you ask questions?
Yeah, but if you don't know.
No, I'm just saying, like, when you're in a relationship with somebody, who's your father? Who's your mother? Where did you grow up? What is happening in your life? Okay.
I'm in Chicago. Well, but I grew up in.
Okay, so here, for me, the minute he said he was adopted, I probably been like, he about the right age.
Well, okay, so that's a good clue too. Like, you have that in the back end. So. And that was just that, especially if you decide that, we already fell in love. You already, the bridge has already been crossed.
That just made my stomach upset.
So we're going to continue on this.
No, we're not continuing. No, we're not continuing. No. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when people say, I didn't know how old she was, you can ask her 3 questions and know how old she was. That's some bullshit. You just wanted to get in her pants. You didn't care and you didn't ask.
Yeah.
Same thing in the reverse. Yeah. Like you can ask 3-4 questions and no. Like, okay, I'm sorry.
Can you cook? Yeah, I be making. I like them oodles and noodles.
Where were you in 9/11? How about that one?
I was in kindergarten.
I wasn't even bored. Yeah, like little stuff like that. You can ask a couple questions and you would know. So it's just like, and maybe it's our society. Maybe we just too quick to not ask questions and jump.
Well, let me tell you, since you mentioned that one too, this is a real life thing. A guy is that same situation. A guy meets a girl in a place where it was a bar or club or not something like that, where you have to be 25 and older to even be there.
Okay.
Right. So obviously he gets together, they're drinking, whatever. And you don't, I guess when you're drinking, you're not going to ask those really, I want a relationship type questions.
Right.
You're at a bar,
right.
you drinking. Everybody's like, I'm going to get this and go. Have relations or whatever. And come to find out she was underage.
Shit.
Who's at fault?
The bar.
Okay, the bar.
The bar.
Right.
No, but he still could have asked 1 or 2 questions. I'm sorry.
We ain't going there and ask no questions.
I'm sorry. I have snuck into bars, which was hard.
Because you was fair game.
Which was hard because all my friends looked like the age they said they did.
Really?
Now I was like, y'all know we not going to get it with this space, right? And they would try to make me up and all kind of stuff. Right. And it'd be like, no.
Well, he should have saw it. He should have knew. He was like, because he would have said,
sorry.
like, no, you're not old enough to be in here. You got toddler feet.
You get on my nerves. You get on my nerves. You know.
You still wearing
Stop talking
you
to
still
me.
wearing hard bottoms.
Stop talking to me. Why are you my friend?
Hey y'all, I just wanted y'all to know that, Lamb Chop through high school actually did still wear those little white hard bottom shoes. Okay, so give her a break.
Why are you my friend? Why?
They tried to put the little Nike thing. You had the Nike ones, the soft shoes.
Why are you talking to me? Why are you my friend?
You do have little feet though.
Not talking to you. I still have little feet. Kayla done outgrew me. She's 16 and she's like, Mom, I can't wear your shoes anymore. Sorry. Not much I can do. So it's a lot of ethical dilemmas out there. And just be careful, people. Yeah, male and female. Just be careful. Don't be accusing people of things that they didn't do. Just come on now.
And all you guys gotta get ready, because guys and gals, and you've been in long-term relationships, and all of a sudden things happen, and you gotta jump right into the we call it the dating pool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those are things to think about. Oh yeah, we don't have anything coming up. We still have some other episodes we're trying to do, and we're going to do one when that's sometime down. But we're going to the Taste of Chicago.
Yes. I'm so excited about that.
I was thinking that I don't know if how much it would cost for us to set up a tent. I thought about that, and I was like, I think I want to just walk around.
Yeah, and we want to enjoy it and take pictures and talk to people. We can talk to people, record on the phone. Okay. We could do a lot of that stuff. I want to enjoy it. Yeah.
Even when I do my events, I ain't never at the tent.
I know you're never at the tent. I know. So, yeah,
but we have that coming up, and maybe we'll make a contest out of it or something. But you're not gonna be hanging with us. But we'll give you the details and the hookups and where to go. And I don't know if it's a fee. I don't know. Is it just open?
I don't know.
All right,
I don't know. I've never been. We'll find that out. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the time for all those festivals. And
yes,
I'm gonna tell you, I've been here for a long time, and I haven't been to any of the events here in Baltimore except for one, and I've been there one time. That was Artscape.
Oh, I love the arts. I used to love Artscape. It's not as good as it used to be. Or maybe I'm just older now. Yeah.
But that one time it rained so hard.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't have never went.
We was in one of the tents looking at some stuff, whatever, in the freaking water.
Oh, my God.
Was carrying some of the stuff away.
No.
Yeah, it was horrible. So I don't think I got a good taste of what it really was.
Artscape used to be fun.
But I haven't been to the African American Festival in Towson.
I did AFRAM.
I haven't been to AFRAM. I haven't been to what other stuff y'all got here?
Greek festival, Italian.
Nope, haven't been to that.
Trinidad. Like my daughter-in-law is from Trinidad, and they have a festival, and her family go every year.
Yeah, I haven't been to any of that.
I haven't been to that one. I haven't been to that one, but it's some good stuff out there. We need to go.
Yeah, and then they have these farm things. I always see. We used to go to
Farmers Market started today.
Did it?
Yes, and I saw it on the news this morning, and I meant to tell you because we need to go, but I have to wake you up early on Sunday because it's 7 to 9.
7 to 9.
Yes, and we're not getting there at 8:45, so I had to wake you up.
Is that the one? Is that Barton Felder's?
No, one that's under 83.
Yeah, that's Barton.
Yeah. Oh, is that what? Okay, yeah. I just always known it as the Farmers Market.
Yeah, because he went for county executive.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I've been to that one once.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And they had a lot of good stuff in there.
It's a good one.
So yeah, we got to hit all these festivals, and we'll come back and talk about it and
and share. Yes. And hopefully you guys can get to some of them
and check out the pictures that we're gonna put on the website.
I gotta beat my face.
No, just you come as you are.
No, we ain't doing that.
Listen, she always talking about you do not. One, you don't need makeup. Some women do. You don't need makeup.
Whatever.
You can come as natural. Don't you get hit on when you go to the gas stations and out there in Walmart and
I was looking, and I'll be like, why are you talking to me? I look like a damn train wreck.
Well, I think I think women sometimes think they have to do this and this to be attractive, and that's not the case. Guys think differently.
Well, okay, let me say this. I have definitely lowered my game as far as like the makeup and the hair and all that. And I think as you age, like this shit don't really matter. But yeah, I still come out with something. Like I still come out. Like I went to the movies yesterday by myself, took myself to dinner, still had some makeup on. I wasn't going to leave the house like that.
Not
so
me. It's what you see is what you get. And if I
know
really
what? Men
like
can
you,
do that.
if I really like you, I might put some lotion on.
I make him put lotion on. Men can get away with that. We'll talk about that too.
What they
A topic like the expectations of how a man can look versus how a woman can look, because it's different. And I don't care what anybody say. All these women in Hollywood is getting their face pulled back, and Sean Connery is walking around, gray hair, mustache, gray everywhere. Yeah, but I'm just saying, I'm just making.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
think so. I don't know. But I'm just making a point.
Right.
Like he walked up Hollywood forever with gray hair,
Right.
and nobody cared, and everybody was like, he's hot.
And yeah, I'm about to say it's totally different when it comes to
It's totally
aging.
different.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll talk about that. But yeah, if we're gonna be on videos and taking pictures, this face is gonna be beat. It won't be RuPaul beat, but it'll be.
Were you made up when we did the Williamsburg thing?
Yes, I had some makeup on.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm not, like I said, it's my expectations are lower.
You just
a
it's
lot
little
lower.
bit.
It's a little bit.
Okay.
It's just touches. Like as you age, things change. Like my eyelashes are coming in silver, coming in gray. So I normally like always have mascara on.
Okay.
Things like that. My eyebrows are thinning, so I always do something with my eyebrows. So as you age, things change. So.
Wait a minute. You got eyebrows? Let me see.
See how he do? See how he do? With these eyebrows over here who make me sick, the eyebrows and the eyelashes. Him and my son, they get on my nerves. I gotta go pay $28 to get eyelashes looking like that. And I refuse to do the caterpillars on my face. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing the eyelashes. Yeah, I'm not doing it. So
who started that trend?
I don't know, and I wish it would go away. This lady waited on. I don't know, it's off topic, but this lady waited on us, and I was so busy staring at her eyelashes that she was like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "Huh?" I know she thought, it was like, "What is wrong with her?" But
I'm blaming Kanye.
Is that who started it?
No, I'm still just blaming
Everything's
Kanye.
everything's Kanye's fault. I don't know where that trend started. I don't know where that look like an ant body thing started. We'll talk about it, because I need all of that to stop. But yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. And welcome Lamb Chop back.
Hey, I'm so glad I'm back.
Glad to have you back. Catch us on the next episode. And word of the day. This is still.
Are we doing
April.
word of the day?
Yeah, we did.
You pick back up.
So you know what I thought about, and this is because I like those comedy shows. We need to start going to comedy shows.
Okay.
And
we'll give tickets to the comedy show for word of the day. Okay, so our word of the day is morality.
Morality. Okay.
Get yourself some.
And spelling doesn't count.
It does not.
So morality.
Because I'm sure I ain't gonna spell
this
it
is
right.
This is the second week in April, right? Second week. First week. Second. I don't know.
It's not the third, right? Oh, the coming up is the third.
Okay, yeah. So, all right, so make sure you guys check out our other episodes and look for the word of the day, or I'm gonna steal this from somebody, or the phrase that pays. It might be either one.
Don't get us sued. We don't have any money.
They can't trademark that, and you have the opportunity to win prizes. And we already said we do favor comedy shows. You ever been to a comedy show?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna start doing those comedy shows, and catch us on the next one.
Thank you, family, for listening to the latest episode of Hot Topics. As usual, listen, like, share, subscribe. Ta.